Backrooms Level 0. Difficulty Rating, Class 1, Safe, Secure, Minimal Entity Count. Description. Level 0 is a collection of randomly segmented rooms, hallways, and flights of stairs, with a mostly consistent mono-yellow wallpaper. The carpet is damp and moist, and the ceiling is decorated with office lights. Some walls have electrical outlets, have mold growing on them, or have security cameras. You can also rarely find groups of blood-red rooms instead of mono-yellow, as well as hallways that are pitch black. While generally a safer level, with rare sightings of entities, it is extremely isolating and will drastically lower your sanity. Keep a bottle of almond water on you. It is estimated the lobby is over 600 million square miles, so stay vigilant and keep walking until you find a colony or outpost. Colonies and outposts. Fort Blake. Fort Blake used to be a major base of operations for the insurgency, but was destroyed after a battle with Camp Blast Door. What's left of it is controlled by a looter group known as the Rascals. Stevietown. Only 12 or so citizens. Led by a man named Steve, who acts as the colony's sheriff and mayor. Mostly friendly. Camp Amber. 50 citizens. Close to the hub. Has a small defense force. Friendly and open to trade and new citizens. Backroom Explorers. Consists of at least 178 lost people. Very friendly. Has a safety protocol when an entity is nearby. Wilford Colony. A population of 487 lost people. Mostly friendly, but hostile if necessary. Has heavily armed security guarding the colony against entities. Led by John, who acts as the mayor. Security is led by Jake, who acts as the colony's sheriff. Has a transportation system traveling to the hub. Open to trade survival equipment, EX night vision goggles, almond water, first aid kit, etc. Has a small hospital, police force, and fire department. The Tom's Diner. Resides Tom, as the name suggests. Was a chef before no clipping into the backrooms. Has food supplies that could last for another 2 years. Tom is a cheerful and optimistic person. The Lucid Group. A population of 8 people that no-clipped while dreaming. Known to no-clip to different levels and out of the backrooms. This group is not confirmed to be real, as only one person has mentioned it. Furthermore, the person refuses to reveal the location of the supposed group. Guide Outpost 01. The biggest remote outpost of the tourism guide. A general population of 86, travelers and bypassers not included. Always moving and relocate every few weeks. Allows new people or bypassers to have a rest inside, or trading. Good defense and weaponry. Can recruit new members inside. Have search and rescue teams ready on standby in case of an emergency. Union. Population of 362 people. Friendly people reside here, trading is open. Has a guarding force outside of the walls to defend the settlement. The settlement owner is Daniel. The leader of the guards is Luke. There are people called level guides who help tell you what happens in different levels. Exiting level 0. It is very simple to leave. Just exit using an entry point or use your own entry point to go back. Although, exiting through an unknown entry point could lead to even worse places than the backrooms. Exit to level 1, if you spend at least 4 days in this level, you will end up in level 1. You can rarely find a fire exit, and end up in level 1. Exit to level 27, you can also break through the floor to go to level 27. Exit to level 111, if you find a scratched wall, which is extremely rare, it is weaker, and breaking it will transport you to level 111. Exit to level 1.2, breaking one of the lights results in a small chance a tunnel will appear, transporting you to level 1.2. Exit to the Manila Room or Hallway ZZX, if you wander long enough you can get to the Manila Room or Hallway ZZX. Entering level 0. It is easy to get here. Enter from level -1, in level -1 you can take a door that goes to level 0. Enter from level 49, in level 49, you will be sent here if you don't meet the requirements. Enter from the dark metro, you can get on the dark metro to get to level 0. Enter from level 999, you can get here from level 999 if you don't repent all of your sins. Enter from level 27, you can get here from level 27. Enter from the hive, you can get here from the hive by heading down a tunnel. Enter from level 29, you can hop into a painting that resembles level 0 from level 29. Enter from level 34, in level 34, you can go up the sewer grate to get here. Enter from level 40, if you go into the employees only section in level 40 you can get here. Enter from level 90, if you fall through the floor of the catwalks in level 90 you will end up in level 0. Enter from level 99, in level 99, if you go through one of the doors you can get to here. Entities in level 0. The Hound, Entity 8. Description. The name Hound comes from the dog-like nature of these entities, crawling on all fours and mauling anyone that provokes them. Hounds are humanoids with a strange biology, with arms and legs that are built for travel on all fours. They are highly aggressive, and are made aggressive when they see someone in an aggressive state, but can be intimidated by direct eye contact. Behaviors. Hounds become hostile the moment they see a human. However, they become intimidated when you give direct eye contact and stare them down. This won't work for long, however, but it should be enough time to get your bearings and make a run for it. However, if you hear a growling noise, it's safest to stay out of sight of a hound. Biology. A hound appears to be a human with long black hair growing on the head. They have sharp claws, an extremely large mouth with sharp teeth. However, this is often unseen due to the amount of hair. As mentioned, they walk on all fours, and have a lot of power when they attack a target, despite appearing sickly skinny. Hounds hatch from eggs that originate from the hive. Discovery. One of the earliest known video recordings of the Backrooms depicted a wanderer running away from a hound in an area that resembled level 0. However, since we don't currently know when the hive was spawned, if it even had a beginning, we can't determine the origin of hounds at this time. Do's and don'ts. 2. Keep direct eye contact with hounds if one is approaching you. Stay out of sight if you hear growling. Don't run away from hounds the second you see one. Attempt to tame them. Dullars Entity 6. Description. Dullars are docile creatures generally found in the lower levels of the Backrooms. They appear dark gray and humanoid, but they lack several prominent features, such as a face or ears. It is not fully understood how dullars kill their prey, as they usually run away from threats. Behaviors. They usually run away from anything that gets close, but be aware that these entities do seem to be hostile. The entity hunts by being in a hall, and having a victim in a hall on the other side of a wall. The duller will then no-clip its arm through the wall, capturing the prey on the other side, and then drag them into their hall. It seems they only prey on wanderers that have questionable sanity. If you notice a duller, without their hunting tactic, they will silently run away. It is unknown what they do to you once captured. They can sometimes take seemingly random objects, and it is unknown what they do with the items. They also seem to dislike almond water, as wanderers report that dullars seem to avoid almond water fountains, and other items. Biology. Tall, gray humanoid, frail skeletal structure, with no facial features. They have long arms, that can extend to very far distances, usually to reach their prey on the other side of the wall. Their stance is very wobbly, and their walking motion is unnatural. These entities are surprisingly strong for how their body structure looks. They can, however, run at extreme speeds, even while holding items twice their own weight. Discovery. It is unknown how this entity was discovered in modern times, but a group known as the Lost mentioned a being known as Grasps of the Wall, which could be referring to a duller. Do's and don'ts. 2. Specifically run to it if you can, it will run away. Use almond water on yourself, or against them. Don't lose your almond water. Be on the opposite wall from the duller. Facelinks Entity 9. Facelinks are a general term for faceless people that roam the Backrooms. There are multiple types, each with varying levels of hostility. They are one of the most populous entities in the Backrooms, and likely one of the first entities you will encounter. The most common two forms are adult facelinks and child facelinks, although more have since been discovered. Adult facelinks are friendly and do not act with hostility unless provoked. They typically have the appearance of standard adult humans, with smooth skin replacing the entire face. They can appear as male, female, and can also appear completely androgynous. Child facelinks are mischievous and hostile. They often appear in groups of 2 to 3, and will torment and attempt to kill survivors they encounter. They are almost always female, and brandish small sharp objects. These typically are small pieces of sharp metal, or small knives. However, seeing one is not always an attempt on your life. They will sometimes just attempt to scare survivors, or pull pranks on them. Other faceling types. Due to the number of faceling types, there will be no behavior or biology section as these both vary significantly. Pink dress facelinks. Not much is known about pink dress facelinks, other than seeing one is almost always a death sentence. Avoid at all costs. Old man facelinks. These facelinks walk around with a cane, and seem to have wrinkles indicating age on their face. They are very slow, and while harmless, will attempt to check you out. They will touch your face and body to attempt to figure out what you are. Just briskly walk away if you don't want that. Polygonal facelinks. Similar to an adult faceling, but with a polygonal-like body. They have the texture of plastic. They emanate a sound similar to static. Polygonal facelinks are the result of a faceling that no-clips. Nude facelinks. As the name implies, these facelinks lack clothing. They have no genitals, breasts, or nipples. They trudge around until spotted, and will then run away. Shadow facelinks. A pitch-black faceling. These facelings have the appearance of a silhouette, but are actually corporeal. They are extremely hostile, but are only as strong as a normal human. False facial links. These facial links are unique in that they sometimes have partial or even full facial features, such as half of an eye, a nostril, a mouth, teeth beneath a layer of skin, etc. Otherwise, they act like typical adult facial links. Indoctrinated facial links. A facial link that has been indoctrinated by Jerry. While not biologically different from any other facial link, they act very different. They will attempt to bring any survivor they find to Jerry to make it a part of the followers of Jerry. Hotel Vimir residents. Wanderers that spend more than 7 days residing in level 401 will lose their face and sense of identity, effectively becoming a facial link. They are considered harmless. Memory facial links. The most dangerous type of facial link, and the most powerful. These rare facial links will take on the physical appearance of a loved one from your memories, without a face. They originate from an entity known as the memory worm. How they hunt is currently unknown. Discovery. Facial links are one of the first entities ever discovered in the Backrooms. One of the earliest MEG reports ever written referenced them. Journal entries referencing facial links date back to 1909. Their exact origin is still unknown. Lighter Entity 36. Survival tips. As of now, there is no proper way to survive this entity, besides running, until it loses you. Description. A lighter is an extremely rare entity, and has been described as a very bright type of organism that will make the viewer be blind in a minute pretty much easily. Normally its speed is the same as an average human's, and if you go near it you will feel heat until you ignite and vaporize entirely. To outrun it, you will need to run to random areas until you lose it. Lighters have a very small limit on stamina, only 30 meters can be ran by this entity, but as long as you lose it, you will be safe.